Welcome back to the second half of NEWSBREAK Live, and joining me tonight is Torrance Police Motor Officer Stuart Scott. How are you? So nice to see you back here.
I'm good, Hiba. Thank you for having me back.
And I know this is a very busy time for the Torrance Police Department as you're getting ready for this weekend's celebrations, which are so special to the City of Torrance. It's the 58th year of the Armed Forces Day celebrations.
It is. It's actually my favorite week being a police officer in the City of Torrance, just because of all the things there are for the community to see and also to honor our military service.
Tell me a little bit about the history and this tradition.
So this is our 58th annual Armed Forces Day Parade. The City of Torrance was designated by the Department of Defense as one of the few cities that could actually have a military parade. And I'm glad to say that Torrance is distinguished in the country as we have the longest running Armed Forces Day Parade in the country.
And this was started back in 1960 by Mayor Al Ison, right?
Yes, he started it, and it's run consecutively since then. Back in 1979, there was a chance that it was going to be canceled due to lack of funding, but the community stepped up and the parade went on, and it's been going on ever since.
It's just a special time because people not only from Torrance but from all over the country come here.
Yes, we've had crowds as big as 100,000 people. Last year we had about 80,000. We're expecting a lot this year. This year is going to be a great parade.
What is the honorary branch this year? And tell me a little about that.
So the honorary branch this year is we're celebrating the Air Force, and the Grand Marshal is going to be General Ellen Polakowski.
Okay.
And then so we also have a honorary Grand Marshal, which is going to be, he's an actor, you may recognize him, Anthony Dennison. If you don't know who he is, if you've ever seen The Closer or Major Crimes, he's one of the actors on those shows.
Great. And there are so many free events happening starting this Friday through Sunday. So I kind of want to talk the viewers through it. Starting Friday, tell me a little bit about what people can come out to and enjoy.
So Friday, there's two free concerts. One is at 1:30 and the other is at 7:30. It's at the James Armstrong Theater. And the band, the Air Force Band of the Golden West, is going to be performing those two free shows. In addition to that, the exhibits are going to be set up with the military vehicles and personnel at next to the Lifestyle Wing, just east of the Lifestyle Wing, at the Del Amo Fashion Center from 10 in the morning until 7 at night.
And that goes through Sunday. And going back to the concert, you did mention there's a 1:30 and the 7:30 p.m. show. And the tickets are free, which is so great. And people can actually start picking up those tickets first come, first serve basis tomorrow, correct?
That's correct.
At the James Armstrong box office.
Yes.
Great. So tell me a little bit about the exhibits, because I know they have quite a grand arrival Friday morning.
Yes, Friday morning is a very busy day for us. All the vehicles are coming in, and we transport them over to the mall and set them up. Each of the services has designated areas there in the parking lot. You'll have tanks, military fire trucks, tents, little museums. There's something there that it involves the military in some way, and so there's a ton of things for you to see.
And people actually get to meet military members.
That's one of the great things. So they're there all 3 days. The exhibit sites are open on Friday, like I said, 10 to 7, on Saturday from 3 to 8 after the parade, and then also on Sunday from 9 to 3. But what's great is if you go down there, and kids love this especially, they get to actually meet the service members, but also they get to talk to them about what their jobs are, and they get to crawl in and out of the vehicles and get to see exactly what all these vehicles do. And they have lots of things. They hand out stickers and games and things like that that the whole family can participate in.
That's amazing. And it's happening at the parking lot, east of the Lifestyle Wing at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
That's correct.
So people can just show up and walk in. It's all for free.
Yes.
Great. So that's one of the free events. And there's another one, the Wonderful Parade. And I know that will start 1:30 on Saturday, and there will be some road closures that we're expecting. Tell people how they can stay prepared.
Yes, so there are some road closures. Those pretty much start at 7 in the morning on Saturday. A lot of the area around downtown is where we start closing roads first and then moving towards the parade route and the Civic Center. Some of those, probably the way people can avoid some of those road closures, if you're wanting to get north and south in the city, probably use Western Avenue and also Hawthorne Boulevard. And then for the east-west, 190th Street and also Carson.
You're out there every year. You love the event. From experience, what can you tell people? How early should they arrive if they want to, be right there in the front for the parade?
Well, people get there really early and try to stake out spots. My suggestion is to get there early, park somewhere else. You could park, by the mall or surrounding areas. Just realize if you park in some of the areas where we're blocking off streets, you're not going to be able to get out until after the parade is done and we start opening the roads. So my suggestion is get there early, get somewhere along the parade route. It goes from Crenshaw Boulevard on Torrance Boulevard to Madrona. Anywhere along there is a great place to be, and you're going to get to see all the vehicles and people that are marching in the parade.
Tell me about the parade this year. How many entries? What can people expect? A little sneak peek, I guess.
So it's going to be a great parade. We have a total of 52 entries, but there's going to be a total of 90 different groups that are going to be involved. So probably roughly 90 different groups are going to be coming down the parade route.
Okay, anything special about the parade? Any favorite part for you?
I love the flyovers. I think there's going to be a few of those.
I believe there's going to be 23 warbirds that will be making some special appearances, hopefully.
Yes, so it's going to be a mixture of military and some civilian aircraft, some ones that will be coming through. I also think we might have something that we've never had before this year with some people maybe parachuting in.
Great. And there is another event which people can actually sign up for, the Armed Forces Day 5K Run and Walk, which takes place Saturday morning, and registration ends tomorrow, but people can also sign up the day of.
That's correct. That's correct.
And will you have police officers over there? Tell me about the closures that people can expect for that.
There will be closures for that. The exact, all the different ones, it basically is around Torrance Boulevard and also Madrona. But those will start earlier. I want to say 5 in the morning is when we start with those. And the race, I believe, begins at 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. And there will be some closures, but that'll be done in time to get ready for the parade.
Anything else you'd like to add about this weekend and the great events that are in store?
This is a great tradition for the city. I'm proud that the city's done this for as long as they have, and I hope that they continue to do it. But it's a generational thing. There's many people that have grown up as kids that went to the parade, and now they've gotten older and they have kids that they take the parade, and also grandparents. So it's a big family affair. We see a lot of barbecues there on Torrance Boulevard, a lot of people having little block parties, just celebrating and honoring our military service, which is great to see. The other thing it's really nice to see is the City of Torrance puts up the Hometown Heroes banners. We have 150 banners that line Torrance Boulevard, 15 new ones this year. And it's great for the military when they come in and they participate in the parade, they get to see how much Torrance loves their veterans and supports them.
And there's so much effort, time put in by your department and different members from the City of Torrance. Tell us about how, I don't know if people actually know how much effort is put into this.
There is a lot of effort, a lot of planning. This doesn't happen in just a month's time. This is pretty much a year-long event that's planned with numerous meetings. It takes a lot of manpower to man it and get everyone together. It's a very busy time for the police department, motors especially, but I have to say being a motor officer is the best weekend of the year because you get to ride around going up and down the parade route, get to see people, all the kids. Everyone's excited to be there, excited to see the military, excited to see what the city has to offer.
And before I let you go, for viewers tuning in right now, I want to let them know about the free events. There's 2 concerts, and if you can mention the other 2 free events that people can stop by at again.
Yes, so the 2 concerts at 1:30 and 7:30 on Friday, May 19th. Also, the exhibit sites are free at the mall, and those are open from 10 to 7 on Friday, from 3 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, and from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday. And then, of course, the best event is the Armed Forces Day Parade itself is free. So come out and join us.
Great. And where can people find all this information online?
They can find it on the City of Torrance website.
Okay.
Or also you can Google Torrance Armed Forces Day Parade, and you can get all the information there.
Great. Officer Scott, thank you so much for joining me. I think it's the second time anyone's ever been on my show. So.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm honored.
Great. Have a great night.
All right, you too.
And just to let you know that we will be streaming the concert live on Torrance City Cable, and we will have a replay of all the great festivities, the parade and the concert on Monday, May 22nd at 4 and 8 p.m. right here on City Cable. And as Officer Scott just mentioned, you can find the full list of events at torranceca.gov/14746.htm. Events will take place this Friday through Sunday. And as we just mentioned, if you haven't signed up for the 5K run and walk, you still have time to register until tomorrow at villagerunner.com. You can also register the day of the event at 6:30 in the morning. It is a bit early. And we will have reporters out in the field this whole weekend, and we'll have full coverage on This Week in Torrance next Thursday as well. Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. Don't forget to tune in at 7 p.m. right here for the City Council meeting. And if you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. And for Facebook and Twitter users, use hashtag NewsBreakLive. Have a great night.